It's now time for some sick sports cards.
Sick sports cards. Presented by Sports La Tornade.
Sick Sports Cards is presented by Sports La Tornade, sports cards, collectibles, and more. Visit the store at 1 Avenue de la Fabrique in Vaudreuil-Dorion. Chris, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Very, very good. Thank you very much. Are you at the store?
I'm not. I'm at home tonight.
Okay, well, I can understand that. Friday night at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, home is a good place to be. Yeah. All right, okay. I want to start by wishing you all the best in the new year. I had a lot of fun, of course, at Sports La Tornade. I was there last month with Agnello and Sammy, of course. We had a good time, and a lot of people in the store trading in some of their cards. And now following the World Juniors, which cards are hot?
So already after the gold medal last night, we're already feeling what's hot, what's not. We're getting a lot of people talking, coming into the store. Obviously, the talk of the town has got to be Connor Bedard at this point.
Yeah.
He does have cards out there already. There's a Team Canada set that exists from last year. So he does have cards already in there.
Pardon me, is that considered his rookie card or no?
No, it would not be his rookie card. But it's a Team Canada junior card. It's out there. There's one that's they call it an RPA. It's a rookie patch auto. So I did see that card go sold this summer, probably around the $1,200 mark.
Already?
Yeah, Connor Bedard. And I do have an employee that had one sold around $1,200, and I saw them for sale today for $2,500. So they've gone up, they've doubled. It's a thing. It's people are talking mad about it. They can't get enough. So
wow. Okay, so when does like a rookie card come out? Does he have to be? I guess he would have to be drafted, right? So that's the first thing, correct?
That's correct. So he has to be drafted and he has to have played in the NHL. So there was an exception last year with Lafreniere because of COVID. They made, if you look at, we talked about the Young Guns. Lafreniere's Young Guns is actually a picture of him with a backdrop that they made. It's not actually him on the ice. They never captured him in a real game.
Oh, so really?
Yeah, that was a COVID kind of specialty but that doesn't usually happen. Usually they get the players in action. So that was a special thing. But yeah, now like in February there'll be so Series 1 has already come out. Mm-hmm. So the guys like Beniers and Owen Powers and stuff, they have rookie cards because they started the year. In Series 2, you're going to have Slavkovsky, Caden Gooley. Those will be the hot ones for the Montreal people.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, the Young Guns and the rookie cards, to answer the question, is yes, they have to have played or be drafted. Well, they could not be drafted and come into the league after, in which they would get a rookie card a little bit later.
Yeah.
If I take for example. Shesterkin, I think Shesterkin was one guy that his rookie card was a bit later than usual.
Yeah. Hey, I know it's another sport, but I'm curious. What was Lionel Messi's rookie card a month ago, and what is it now after winning the World Cup with Argentina? Would you know that?
Well, again, it depends on the set and the value of each set, right?
Okay.
So I have not followed Messi since the World Cup yet, so I wouldn't be able to tell you how much has gone up. I would say that the hype peaked already and now maybe it's stabilized.
Okay.
So his card has definitely gone up since the World Cup, and now I would say stabilized and will stay. It won't kind of climb anymore. It'll kind of stay stabilized until we see him more in action and more records or something like that.
Hey, is it more difficult for you right now to get cards? I'm wondering, I'm asking you this question because I took a road trip to the United States last week, right? And I went to a lot of these big box stores and stuff like that, right? Passed the day with the wife and friends and stuff like that. And I couldn't find a lot of cards. I couldn't find a lot of packs. I couldn't find a lot of boxes. And the ones that I did find was like 2021, 2022 season. It seems like there's a shortage of cards when I was in Plattsburgh last week. Is there some kind of shortage, or am I or is just
I think so. The manufacturers are actually behind, so
okay?
that's why you're seeing the 21-22. I still have sets of hockey cards that are still coming out 21-22.
Okay.
I have some coming out next week that are going to be 21-22. It's a little bit messed up right now. So there's the end of 2021. I think there's two sets left to come out of 2021.
Oh,
There's
really?
there's sets of 21-22 cards that have already come out, and there's also some sets of 22-23. So right now, because COVID kind of messed things up, it's kind of a mess now to what year and what sets coming out. Now, you said you were in the United States. The United States, any of the Target and Walmart and stuff like that.
That's exactly where I was. Yeah.
So they have the retail boxes, and the retail boxes sell at a much lower price. You don't necessarily have the same odds, not as good, and you won't get as much of the big cards. But
I got it.
people like to try it anyways. So people know when they're. So it's actually a thing in the States where people line up down the block on days that, say, Walmart restocks their shelves on a Tuesday. Well, Tuesday morning there will be a lineup of sports cards collectors out the door.
Oh, wow.
Because they want those deals. They want Costco and Target, not Costco, but Walmart and Target. And yeah, they'll wait outside, and yeah, I've actually seen videos of it gets violent.
Wow, it's like Boxing Day in the States. Everyone's trying to grab a TV, and next thing you know, punches are being
exactly.
thrown.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to do that. I'd much rather walk into your store and deal with you and your staff. Hey, what are some of the products to watch out for right now? New products.
So new products. Next week we're going to get in the Skybox Metal. It's a different kind of a card, a different look, pretty shiny. It's always been a pretty big hit amongst the collectors, about a medium range price. So not too high end, not low end, but that'll be the hot thing next week. And then following that, in 2 weeks from now, we're looking at probably getting Stature. That's another one that people really like. It's a little bit higher end, that one. So we're looking something, a bit higher, like I want to say above average. And to look forward to is the Series 2, the Upper Deck Series 2 with Slavkovsky and Gulli. That's always the second week of February, usually, if it's not pushed back to the third week. But in the mid-February, we'll have the Series 2 out.
You know that I like soccer cards, so I want to get back to that in a second. You just said that, the cards are behind, and there's several 2021 cards still coming out for hockey, a couple of more sets to come out actually over the next little while. How about the soccer cards? Are they more up to date or not? Are they behind too?
There are sets that are behind. They're not as behind as hockey, but there are set. Yeah.
All right. Okay. You have any boxes that you opened up? Because I want to come in and buy a few packs.
I did. You know what? I opened up a box, but it was called The Road to the World Cup. So there was some cards in there from like teams that weren't there.
I got it.
So it's not, I don't know, it's not the World Cup, it's the Road to the World Cup. So, but I do have, but the soccer has really been hot lately after the World Cup. So my inventory has dropped quite a bit, but we'll up that. And next time you'll come, you'll see there's been big changes to the store.
Oh, really? Like what?
We got a lot more showcases where we can display individual cards.
Okay.
So yeah, we've expanded quite a bit.
So what's the hottest card? Like, if I were to walk into your store right now and you would say, Tony, you have to see this card, right? Where you actually think it could be a great bang for your buck. It's a card that has a heck of a lot of potential, especially in this market. Which card would it be?
So right now, I want to say the hottest name on the market, all sports combined, right now is Luka Doncic. The guy's been on absolute fire. He's in all the highlight reels lately, and a lot of people are asking about Luka. So he's got to be the number one guy.
Do you have Ben
For
Maturin's rookie card?
I do not. I do not.
You
But
know, that's a card that I like to get my hands on. Why?
yeah,
Because he's from here.
yeah,
And if he
exactly.
develops into a star in the league or the best, or, you know, one of the best Canadian basketball players of all time, it's going to hold more significant value here in this city because this is where he's from, right? That's one of the things you taught me, right?
That's right. Absolutely. And
All
what
right.
I
So
like,
I
and
need
what
to
I
get
like,
my hands on his card then.
yeah, we'll work on that. And what I like about that kid is he plays on my team too.
Oh, good. You're a Pacers fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Reggie Miller.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of the best three-pointers of all time.
Absolutely.
Behind Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What does that card go for?
I would have to look it up. That's one that I'm not sure. That would be a question for eBay actually.
All right. Do you know what John Morant's rookie card goes for?
Oh, Ja Morant is actually one of the highest on the market as far as basketball goes. So if you can run into the high thousands for
Into the
Ja
high
Morant.
thousands, really?
Oh, yeah. John Morant is he's like I said, Doncic is in the highlight reel. I think Ja Morant's he's every time I turn on TSN or he's on the
He's arguably the most exciting player in the league right now. You're right about that. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So and
Did
people go for that.
Did Zion's card actually go down in value considering that he's been injured quite a bit?
Actually, Zion has trending up lately. So since he
Really?
came back, since he's came back, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's slimmed down quite a bit, and he's a bit faster now, and people have been talking more about him, and he has trended up. Like when I look at trends, actually Zion's on the up.
All right, that's pretty cool. All right, okay. Well, before I let you go, why don't you tell everyone watching right now on YouTube Live, on Facebook, and on Twitter. And by the way, if you love the Sick Podcast, hit the like button and message Sick, SICK. And if you listen at one point on Google, Apple, or Spotify, give us a 5-star review. It's our way of really feeling the love. Paint the picture of your store and what people could actually find if they walk in to your store.
So one thing is a great experience walking into the store. You're going to find behind the counter, whether it's myself or employees, people that are very passionate about what they do. They're very knowledgeable. We have a staff that's very knowledgeable. Whether you want to pick up a Pokemon card for your kids or for yourself, or a sports card, any kind of sport, we have everything between. You know, the most popular is probably the hockey. We have wrestling cards. We have Formula One cards, soccer. You name it, we have it. You can get some memorabilia, some pillows. You got jerseys, signed jerseys. We have pro sticks. We have gloves, all kinds of things. So
do you have cards of players that are playing in the Ontario Hockey League right now?
Yes. So there is a set called it's a CHL set. So Connor Bedard actually has a card in that set also.
Wow.
That's a huge thing. So then you do have a lot of the guys that played at the World Juniors in that set, and people are really going after that.
If you get a set like that and you open it up and you have a Connor Bedard card, I want you to call me, but I'm going to leave you with this. There's one card that if you get that in that card, in that OHL set, I want you to put it aside. I'm going to buy it. Are you ready for this name?
I already know what you're going to say.
You're going to hear it here for the very first time. Okay. Quentin Musty.
I almost started my show off by saying, I reassure you that I will not be saying that name.
All right. Put the Quentin Musty card aside for me when you open up your OHL pack. Chris, it's been very enjoyable. As always, 6 sports cards presented by Sports La Tornade, sports cards, collectibles, and more. Visit the store at 1 Avenue de la Fabrique in Vaudreuil-Dorion. Chris, have a happy new year. I'll talk to you again in a couple.
Same to you. Thank you.
I'm Marinaro, and that clip you just watched is from our most recent episode of the Sick Podcast. Once again, follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and you'll be notified when we go live. I'm Marinaro. Tell your friends about it. This podcast, like me, is pretty sick.